everyone have a champagne glass? We got it. Thank you. Okay, so this is the wrap-up of the evening. If I can do this correctly. We're going to have a toast. We're going to turn the mic back over to our worthy president. He has some closing statements. The servers will be serving dessert at the end of the closing statements. So again, on behalf of the Lodi Eagles 848, I want to thank you very much for coming to the open house. Dinner was okay? It is, I know I'm going to choke up. Worthy President, I drew the short straw on this one, but it is my pleasure. So I'm sneaking over to this young lady to my right. If you look at the north wall, we have Fraternal Order of Eagles, Lodi, California 848. That's where you're at tonight if you don't know. And I want to thank those from Georgia, British Columbia, wherever you all came from. Below the Lodi Eagles 848, we have a gentleman that was a long-standing citizen here in the city of Lodi. I know that for a couple reasons. I'm the park superintendent here in town. That's one of the other hats I wear for this community. And one of the 28 parks I'm responsible for, of the 400 acres, is Bo Kazakian Park. And I know Mr. Kazakian. And he always told me to call him Bo. Bo always asked me, how's my park doing? And he'd sit down, no matter what he was doing, no matter what I was doing, I better sit down and explain to him why the grass wasn't green or why I didn't plant more trees. But that's how civic-minded he was. He was mayor for twice, 3 times, before my time. That's why I didn't know for sure. He was a member way before I was around. I believe in the early 40s, he became a member of the Lodi Eagles. He was a member of many, many civic clubs, but every time he came to a function, he would never not say this was his favorite organization to belong to. And I took that to heart. I still do. So after 72 years as a member, it is our pleasure tonight, and that's the reason for the toast. We want to dedicate the main hall to our longtime member, and not to take anything away from Mr. Kazakian, Mrs. Kazakian, but I also want to recognize one other longtime member was, I think, nearing the same time Bo came in, Mr. Bud Terry. You want to stand, please? Well, you're here tonight, you and your lovely wife, and I want to thank you for being here. Because without members like the Terrys and many, many others, we would not be here today. So I want to thank the Kazakian family for being here. And they didn't know this tonight. But we want to raise the glass for Mr. Bo Kazakian and all the other members that has brought Lodi Eagles 848 here tonight. Thank you.
In my haste, I forgot to recognize some people, and I hate to do that because some of these people come from a long ways off. Woodland 2345. Would you please stand up and give this way? Thank you. Is there a member here from Stockton, the secretary? Les Cole? Thanks, Les. And we do have, I didn't even know he was coming, I don't think anybody did, but we have a president from Fairfield, who showed up a little bit late, but I did get to meet him, and I thank you for coming down also. If there's anybody that I've missed, do we have any other area officers or Sacramento number 9? Will you please stand up, put your arms up? There you are. As you can see,
San Jose number 8 also.
San Jose number 8.
Also those two.
That table right back here. I remember this gentleman because my first, and we never really met officially until tonight, but I remember my first or second state convention I went to, he had rather long hair. Yeah, it was down to there. And what happened? Yeah, he made a bet that he couldn't live up to. And he said if he did that, and they called him on it, he would cut his hair. Believe me, I seen it. It was down to the small of his back. And he cut it right up on stage.
But we raised over 30 grand for
And
charity.
he raised over $30,000 for charity and doing it. This is what people helping people is all about. It's not all about just making money. It's not all about just having dinners and functions. It's about helping people. And that's what we do. Especially with all the state and the Grand Aeries. We do a lot with the Diabetic Society. We do a lot with the major organizations. Ronald McDonald House, quite a few of them. Jimmy Durante, all of these that we give money to, thousands and thousands of dollars. We also had another member who is a surgeon, and if you ever go up to Sutter before you go into his ER, there's a plaque right there that says dedicated to the area of the Eagles. That's how dedicated these people are about doing this. Remember that as you go home tonight. I also want to thank all of our servers. They didn't know that was coming. There is also, there's probably going to be something going around here on every little table. If you feel like giving them a tip, this is not going to the area. This is going to the servers. So if you'd like to leave them a little something, that's fine. They donated their time and their effort, and I thank Liz and Todd. Liz, she was the one that brought them in. She's very, very active. Whenever we need servers, they're on the ball. She really does a really good job, and that's what it's all about. That's what it takes. So with that, I'm not going to bore you any longer, and give you a nice dessert, and thank you for coming.